This looks and sounds like normality, but this is the reality in thousands of schools right now. Pupil absences due to COVID are at their highest since schools went back in March. Whole classes are being sent home because of one positive case. Elizabeth is just back at school after her third period of isolation.
I was stopped at the gate and I was told I had to self-isolate because I had been in contact with someone who had COVID.
How did you react?
I was quite upset about it because it was like another few weeks of lost learning and I knew I had to miss my exams.
She's now sitting 6 exams a week late, just one example of the disruption. Figures released today show the number of children off school in England after testing positive for COVID has risen in recent weeks to an estimated 15,000 on June 24th. But this line shows the number of other students having to isolate because of contact with a positive case. There's a sharp increase after half-term, reaching an estimated 336,000 last Thursday. But it looks like change is afoot. Ministers have written to secondary schools about potentially replacing isolation rules with regular testing. Students are quite used to testing now. Ever since they came back to school in March, they've been asked to do 2 lateral flows every week. So the replacement of the self-isolation system would just be an extension of this. Anyone who'd come into contact with a positive case would be asked to do a daily test. A negative result would allow them back in the classroom. It's being trialled now.
We have to make sure that this daily testing trial is effective in controlling the virus, and that's a matter for the scientists to advise us on, having looked at the data from the trial, which finishes tomorrow.
This head is hopeful.
I would absolutely support anything that keeps children in school, because even though remote education is good and is a good substitute, nothing beats being in school, because it's not just about being in those lessons, it's about the wider social and emotional aspects.
It's not clear how new testing rules could affect primary schools, but the government has promised a broad plan before the end of term. The numbers out of school cannot keep going up. Tessa Chapman, 5 News.